Failures are inevitable. Whatever you decide to pursue in life, you will stumble, you will fall, you will have to overcome failures. But these failures don't define you, but they will shape you into the person who's capable of achieving the success. And this is why you need to embrace your failures. Success is just a byproduct of failing. You can never have success without failing. Your failures will always outnumber your wins. But it's not about how you fail or what caused you to fail. It's how you bounce back from these failures. And that's what ultimately determines your success. We all know that failures are learning experiences and they keep us from making the same mistakes over and over again. So you should never dwell on your failures and allow them to stop you from pursuing your goals. Like I said before, failure is inevitable and you need to go through it to grow as a person and to help you grow in other aspects of life like relationships, business, or whatever. Quitting or giving up should never be an option after you failed at something. Instead, you need to embrace them because these failures are what sculpted you into the person you are today. And this is why you need to change how you view failures. Failing is not a negative thing and it shouldn't be viewed as that. You must view failures as a system that makes you wiser and competent. You have to realize that everyone alive right now are failures. We have all failed at something or in something. Because in life, I believe that 80 to 90% of the time, we will fail at something. And the other 10 to 20% are the successes, learning experiences, and the wisdom that we gain from failing. Quitting or giving up should never be an option at all. And the best way you can allow yourself to overcome failures or obstacles is to remember your why. Remember why you started. You are your only limit. You have to understand why you're doing what you're doing. What's your why? What's your reason? You need to ask yourself these questions. You have to remind yourself of your original goal. You cannot let failure stop you from pursuing your goals. Your failures do not define you. Just because you failed once or even many times doesn't mean you are a failure. If you're insecure about your failures or failing in life, understand that nobody will ever see your failures. All they see is the success. Failing is what allows you to overcome all self-doubts and insecurities. And it allows you to develop that confidence. And you cannot develop confidence without learning from your failures. In fact, look at the success that came out from those failures. Those successes are what define you today. When it comes to failing in life, you cannot be the thing that's limiting yourself or holding yourself back from achieving what you want. This is your human experience. You cannot hold yourself back or strip yourself from living your best life just because you're scared of failing at something. We were made to be problem solvers. You can solve any and all failures you go through. You cannot expect life to just happen to you and have things always go your way. Life will never hand you anything. In fact, life wants to see you eat shit and get fucked. But life is willing to reward you if you are willing to overcome your failures and learn from them. Like I always say, everything you do will always begin with your mind. You must first take control of your mind in order to control your life and the outcomes and how you go through hardships and failures and struggles. And ultimately, in this game of life, the reason why you don't make progress is because you're the one who's holding yourself back. Nobody else is. It's you. But this about wraps this up. Peace.